Tonight on Parker and Parker, all aboard the VCU bandwagon. We'll go live to Richmond to monitor the madness. Plus, how's your bracket? We'll talk to a guy who pulled off a Cinderella selection. He has the whole Final Four intact. And the bride wore white. And so did everybody else. What were they thinking? We'll find out live when the groom spills all. A stud-filled edition, and Alex will be here too, of Sports Talk with Parker and Parker starts now.
We go after them. We run on them. And we lock them up. And today, we're punching our ticket to the Final Four. Let's go. For the Final Four.
I'll be darned, Julie Parker. Shaka Smart said it. He just said it like, today we're going to punch our ticket to the Final Four. Let's go get it. And then they went and got it. I mean, this guy, apparently whatever he says happens. What a gift. What a story. Hey, everybody, we're Parker and Parker. I am Alex.
I'm Julie. With a name like Shaka Smart, how do you not win?
You hear him and I want to go run through a wall. That wall. Okay, Shaka, I'm going. I'll do it. What a trip this is.
Apparently, Richmond is in chaos.
Well, it's not in a bad way.
I'm from Maryland. I like to hype it up a bit.
They're burning couches now in Richmond. They learned that from the Terps on Route 1. I'm kidding. They're not. They're psyched, but they're not burning couches.
You don't know.
We're going to find out. We're going to check in live with Richmond momentarily. This was the game Sunday, Joel. We talked about this on the radio show. Did they have a chance? I thought they would win this game 3 out of 10. Can I revise that now to 9 out of 10?
No, because I think I said 3 or 4 times.
No, you said 2.
I think I did.
I'm driving home, and they're like up 19. And then I go to my mom's and watch the second half, and Kansas closes to within 2. And you think, okay, well, that was cute. They never gave up the lead. Kansas never took the lead. VCU held on to win. And when they win these games, like when they beat Georgetown and Kansas and Purdue, you don't get the sense that this was a 1 in 10, what a fluke, oh my goodness. You get the sense this team is better than these other teams.
This is the 3rd, 11th seed to make it to the Final Four.
Yes, I have a problem with that.
Because of the play-in game.
Because they had to play a game just to be an 11. They were like a 22nd seed. I mean,
so they had star next to
I wanted something next to it. They've had to win 5 games. Clearly, the fact that everybody on ESPN, and frankly everybody else, thought they didn't belong has helped this team. Shaka Smart, I want you to hear this interview with him when he talks about how they were dissed and how he's used that as motivation. Here's Shaka Smart.
Jay Billis, Joe Lenardi, Digger Phelps, Dick Vitale, and some of their commentary. And it happens every year. They've got to pick on a couple teams that make it, talk about a few teams that they thought should have made it. And we happen to be one of those teams that they were picking on. I loved it. I just sat back in my chair, and the one thing I said to our video guy, Matt Fleming, I said, Matt, make sure you're getting all this.
Make sure you're absorbing it all.
Don't you love that to the video guy? I'll make sure we're rolling on this. I'm gonna need this over the next week and a half. George Mason was amazing, and it was the first one, and it will always be the first one. This is ridiculous, and the fact that they had to win a game just to do what Mason did is historic, and I don't know that it'll ever happen again.
And now everyone's getting on the bandwagon.
Including us.
And Drake.
I'm on.
You're on.
Yeah, do we have the Drake? I don't know who Drake is. I want to see who Drake is.
Come on.
Julie emails me today to say, you know, Drake is now a fan. I go, who's Drake?
He's in the bookstore.
Who is he, Joe?
He's a member of the 2011 Musical Society, which is why you know nothing about him.
So it's not Bono or Sting or Led Zeppelin.
Taylor Swift.
I'm unfamiliar, or Taylor Swift. I'm unfamiliar. I'm glad Drake is on board. We're on board. If you can't beat him, join him. We're all about VCU. Let's go live to Richmond and talk to Mark Turner. Mark Turner is the co-leader of the Rowdy Rams cheering section. Mark Turner, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm happy to be here.
This is what Mark says when I ask him to describe what he does and what he knows about the Rams and Richmond and all that. He said, we're the Rowdy Rams. We're kind of like the Cameron Crazies. So then I hung up on him.
Yeah, kind of. Mark, how is it going down there? Have you slept in the last 10 days or so?
I actually have had only 2 hours of sleep because it's like almost a dream that we are being mentioned in the Final Four, but the way that VCU has been playing over the past couple of weeks, we kind of deserve to be in the Final Four.
So give us a sense of what it's like to be in Richmond right now. I understand there are now T-shirts that show a crumpled up bracket and say, "There goes my bracket," and they're selling out down there?
Yeah, the VCU bookstore is pretty much insane right now. Selling of our like Elite 8 shirts, Sweet 16, our Final First shirts, and like the shirts that you mentioned. It's like pandemonium out here. There's like almost lines of people, like hundreds of people, just to get a T-shirt.
Mark, we're looking at video of when the team came home very early yesterday morning. Were you there, I imagine?
I was there. I was there outside in the blistering cold with friends and other Ram fans for about an hour. And then they opened the doors at midnight. We waited an hour, almost till like 1 in the morning, cheering on VCU to finally come home. When they finally came home, the roof of Siegel just blew off. And we were just so happy the guys came back with that trophy, celebrating their fantastic wins, and we were just happy to see our boys come home.
Now, you're in Richmond, so there should be some Southern hospitality there. It's not like Route 1 in College Park with the shenanigans up here, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's more like the players know the fans. Like, the fans have, like, a better social bond with the players. Like, it's kind of what's unique about VCU, that the players get to be in the student body, and the student body knows the players, and like they are able to talk to the players, give them hugs, high fives. Like, I'm pretty sure they're just happy to get out of Richmond right now because of all the publicity they've gotten because of the tournament, so they can just focus on playing Butler in the national semifinal in Houston on Saturday.
Mark Turner, how are you going to keep your coach? Everybody in America is going to knock this guy's door down, wanting Shaka Smart to come take over their program. You got like $20 or something you can contribute to this, or what?
I mean, I can distribute the shirt off my back, my VCU hoodies, my Rowdy Rams signatures, and all that stuff from other famous players. But, I mean, Shaka Smart is a really great coach. I mean, for his second year and to bring us even recognition to the NCAA tournament and to defeat big teams like USC, Georgetown, Purdue, Florida State, and even a #1 seed of Kansas, where we were the complete underdogs, and making our teammates believe, like Joey Rodriguez believed, and Bradford Burgess, and Brandon Rozelle, and Jamie Skeen, and take those players all the way to the Final Four is absolutely phenomenal.
Mark,
of course, we're going to try everything to keep them.
Are you going to Houston, Mark?
I think we're going to be able to keep him, because I don't think Shaka's in it for the money like most coaches used to be, unlike our previous coach. But I think Shaka knows that our fan base is right behind him every step of the way because of this, and he knows that we have his back. And of course, we're getting like facility upgrades, and I'm pretty sure the athletic department is going to try their best to keep him there.
Mark, you didn't hear Jewel. One last thing: are you going to Houston? Will you go to the Final Four?
It would be a dream for me to go to Houston. If I have to drive all the way to Houston, and if I'm able to afford a plane ticket, I will do my best to be there in that national semifinal on Saturday to see them play against Butler and possibly go to the national championship.
Mark, good luck. We are so excited for you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Go Rams.
Take care, dude. Be safe.
Go Rams.
Okay. He did not say that they're burning couches. I don't know that they're burning couches. I think that is a University of Maryland specific event.
Yes.
That you must be so proud.
I'm not proud. I'm above that.
Read the tease, Joe.
Coming up, if you said 2 weeks ago Kentucky, UConn, Butler, and VCU would be your Final Four, you would have been mocked. Well, now one guy is having the last laugh. We will talk with him next as Parker and Parker continues.
I think they know how to win, too. Now Mac up top. Or, excuse me, Brad Stevens, do you foul?
Welcome
back to Parker and Parker. At about, I don't know, about 2:20 on the first Thursday, about 10 days ago, I got to do this with my bracket. I got to go, okay, there you go, no Clemson, see ya. And then about a week ago, I got to say, okay, Duke, St. John's, I had them. I also had Ohio State, see ya. Done. I was done. The good thing about being done early is you don't have to keep track of anything. It's just over. My bracket, how's your bracket doing?
I did that thing where you give money and you win based on the scores. I'm told that you win based on the scores. I have yet to see a dime.
Do you have any money?
I have no money.
You didn't fill out a real bracket?
I didn't get to it in time.
Okay, here's the deal. On ESPN, which a lot of people do this sort of thing, 5.9 million entries. 2 people picked the Final Four. One of them is named Joe Pearlman, and he is joining us live from New Jersey. Joe Pearlman, how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
We're good. You're better than we are.
He's very proper.
He's
how
very proper.
How
are you, Joe? doing great, thank you.
So when you went to put this thing together, what went through your mind? How did you come up with this Final Four?
It was very spontaneous. Basically the story is that I was checking on my son and how his homework was going, and basically caught him filling out a bracket and setting up a group with his friends on ESPN. So I was going to get the better of him, so I registered on ESPN and filled out my own bracket. Took about 10 minutes, went over to him and said, "Hey, I just joined your group." He wasn't too happy about it, but he let me in.
Wait, your son's supposed to be doing homework, and you catch him doing brackets? I guess that's better than calling girls, right?
I don't know if that's better than calling girls, to tell you the truth, for a 15-year-old boy.
Oh, he's 15. I thought he was like 3. How on earth did you think to put VCU in your Final Four?
And in 10 minutes.
Well, I look up and down the bracket. Rhode Island wasn't there. That's my alma mater. And I saw USC, and the USC has been a team I follow in football. And they get to the tournament sometimes, so I selected that bubble bracket, not knowing that I couldn't select USC, let's say, but I always pick them to go all the way and whatever, whenever I choose something. And it turned out, though, that they lost, and VCU locked in. And I've been writing them as part of my bracket now.
So will you win money? I don't think you paid to get into this bracket, but don't you win money if you win it all?
Yes, correct. The first place prize is $10,000, and second place is $5,000. And
you'll give half to your son, of course, right?
Well, the line I'm giving, and I'm sticking to it, is that maybe it would help him go to VCU in 2 years.
Oh, that's good.
Sweet. And not only did Joe pick VCU, he also picked Butler. I mean, it's not like this is just a one Cinderella deal. I called you this morning to see if you'd come on the show with us tonight. Your wife answered. She said the phone has been ringing off the hook. She had to literally unplug the phone for hours on end, only to plug it back in and have us call. What has it been like in your house?
Serendipity.
You're happy, we called, right, Joe? Can you
Absolutely. I called you guys. I got back from work and wanted to I checked the message. I heard there were a bunch of messages, and she said, these guys are set up for 9 p.m. tonight, and I was very happy to get in touch with you.
You need to settle a debate between Alex and I. I'm from Long Island.
I don't know you guys that well, so
it's fine. Just say I'm right. I'm from Long Island, and I say nothing beats New York pizza. And as a Jersey guy, you know what New York pizza is. He's got this thing about New Haven,
Connecticut.
New Haven pizza.
Okay, so I'm from Stamford, Connecticut.
Oh, done. Good night, everybody. There goes the bracket. There goes Duke in the West Regional. Joe Pearlman, best of luck. Congratulations on your perfect Final Four bracket. I hope you win the money. I hope your son does well in school. Let him call girls. All that, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, Joe Pearlman.
Bye, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
See you, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Well, from the last perfect Final Four to a perfect day, or at least this St. Louis couple thought so.
Sound up, baby. I don't think we'd be doing our jobs as journalists in Washington, D.C. if we didn't at some point, A, give everybody a cherry blossom update. The peak from now until Friday. When I say peak, I mean the peak traffic and no bathrooms. That's what I mean. And so we brought the show. We're live now. We're live from the cherry blossoms. It's cold out here.
Chilly.
and I'm in the water. It appears that I'm in the water. But we are live from the Cherry Blossoms. I feel like Matt Lauer and somebody at a parade. Dora the Explorer will be the next float through. Thank you so much. While we were at the Cherry Blossoms earlier today, we saw a couple getting married at the Cherry Blossoms. So we have the video of the couple getting married at the Cherry Blossoms. I'm told it's coming. Look at this, Joel. Look how nice this was. Look,
lovely.
It's lovely.
You know she's freezing.
Freezing, sort of like I am now, because it's very cold out here at the Cherry Blossoms. If you think this wedding was kind of cute, these people have nothing on Kurt Benhoff and his new wife, Christina. If we could roll the video of the wedding that took place Saturday at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, as they say in the heartland. Do we have the video of the snow wedding?
That's us.
That would be us. Julie, will you please?
I think my
we do
teeth
have the
are
video.
coming up very white because of the cherry blossom.
Hold on, we do.
Like
there it is. Okay, Jewel, take a look.
It's gorgeous. 5 inches of snow fell Saturday at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, but Kurt Benhoff and Christina, now Benhoff, I think, decided to go ahead with the wedding outside. Good idea?
Great idea. They have now joined us on the phone. They are not on their honeymoon yet. Maybe they're still snowed in, I don't know. Kurt Benhoff and Christina, thank you for joining Parker. And Parker, how are you?
Doing well.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Have you thought out?
Yeah, it's nice here now.
42.
What made you do it at Busch Stadium, but B, continue with it despite the forecast of 5 inches of snow?
Well, Julie, we're both lifelong Cardinal fans, huge baseball fans, and it was just one thing that when we decided to get married, we wanted to do something unique, and we kind of came up with the idea together and said, let's do it at Busch Stadium. And when the time finally came through, it started snowing. It was flurries just a little bit, and then as the wedding came even near, I mean, it was just coming down and harder and harder. And they came to me and asked me, they said, what do you think? And I said, I'm in, but you need to go talk to Christina because ultimately it's her day, and I'll let Christina.
And as we were, the girls were all getting ready in our room together, and the event coordinator came to me and said, okay, it's your call. I've already talked to Kurt, and we want to know, do you still want to have it outside, or we can go ahead with Plan B and have it inside. But it's snowing really hard. The event coordinator was really saying, it's snowing hard. So I just said, well, if it's my call, I'm only here once, I'm doing this once, so let's just go ahead and do this outside. So,
And the MLB Network shot your wedding video for you.
Yeah, we saw that.
That's a nice touch. You can tell the grandkids.
And the bridesmaids were cardinal red.
Oh, I see. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. They were cardinal red. That's nice.
Cardinal red.
Yeah, cardinal red, white, and platinum were our colors. So.
Kurt, where did you propose? Were you one of those guys who did it on the Jumbotron at the game?
No, you know what? That wasn't me. We actually had a local deal. We're from the Kansas City area, or originally from St. Louis, but live now in Kansas City. And did a local thing here, but knew in our hearts all along that St. Louis and Busch Stadium and the Cardinals are our team, and that's where we love. So
congratulations, go somewhere warm on your honeymoon.
Yes, we will definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt and Christina Benhoff. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Best of luck.
All right, bye.
Look how beautiful
We
it
should
is
be
out
happy
here.
like they are.
We are. We
should be closer.
We are happy.
We should
look
get
at
along
this.
better.
I'm concerned about that I may fall into the water. If there's breaking news about a talk show host in the tidal basin, that's me.
What's next?
You're going to read that tease right there on the prompter.
Getting
we have teleprompter even on the live
Getting married
shots.
in the middle of a snowstorm may sound wacky, but dribbling a basketball for more than 20 minutes sounds crazy. This guy took it way too far. Another stupid world record. Sick of them.
Sick of them, but we'll keep showing them to you because this is what we do.
This treasure, baby, I'm looking for. I'll search the whole world.
We hope you'll join us. We're on the radio on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 106.7 The Fan. We take your calls, your texts, and your tweets. We're on Twitter at Parker and Parker, and on Facebook as well. Just search us and become a fan of our page. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I got a couple press releases today from Baltimore, and frankly, Julie, I'm concerned about the Charm City.
What's the problem?
I think the Charm City has a drinking problem.
Breaking
Press
news.
release number 1
Breaking
from the
news.
Baltimore Orioles. National Bohemian Beer returns to Camden Yards.
That's good, Bows and O's.
Natty Bo is back, hon.
Oh,
Natty
awful.
Bo.
Can I say that?
Nationals, you better step up. The Nats, the O's have spoken. We need a beer campaign.
Bows and O's, hon.
Okay, from the Preakness folks, they've got a new ad campaign. It is the Legend of Kegasis, because they drink at the thing.
Oh.
At the infield of the Preakness. This is their new logo.
Did they pay money for that logo?
Is that appropriate? The thing that's coming out of the man's below his abdomen, something is coming out. Is that appropriate for the families at home?
It's gorgeous. You should frame that and hang it in
The
your family
Legend
room.
of Kegasis it is. Please. Okay, one more. We got the video here. We love a world record on Parker and Parker. Julie Parker, these people, this is in Arizona. They were setting a world record for dribbling. Look at the guy on the right.
Yep.
Okay, they've been doing this for 44 hours. The guy on the right, like, goes over and just stops dribbling.
It's 44 hours. He's done.
He, like, went into a bag. He was like, oh,
We're
darn.
done. We're done. We want to thank Joe Corey of Faccia Luna in Arlington for our delicious dinner. And to Winston Hilton, congratulations. He's a daddy ×2. We'll see you next week.